Preparing the guiding light, there it is, to follow up with the one-way on the Dizzy, the big contacts, but T1 is prepared. Carpe picks up the 2K with the Frenzy, as now Euron is going to get pinched. That's a 3K already. Heron's not going to be able to TP through, as of course he's going to be hesitant to go over-aggressive, but again, T1 still has that contact. Now, oh, that is aggressive from Death. Really wants to at least punish, maybe even stop. Very offensive posture as they go aggressive here onto Long, where you do see them trying to play out through the flash, and then it's perfect this time. Euron picks up the 3-4K! Another chance, maybe, for the other Gecko to get the ace. I would love to see that. If possible, Izu is going to be coming off of Hookah here, as we do see Laz now just picking up a couple of weapons, maybe even the orb charge there as he tries to wrap around. They have an idea of where he's at, and this is a 4 versus 1 after just, again, such quick contact from T1.
The Laz seems very aware.
No ace. At least for the moment, that does burn out a lot of utility from ZETA right now, and you can see that they are afraid of that lapse control. That's why they throw out the wingman just to kind of double check. Now they're going to look to re-hit as the Dizzy does come out. There's the nade as well to clear out some form of control here onto Euron. Comes out once again with the 3K! Oh my goodness, the hat trick just comes out ever so beautifully here from Euron. Throws out the trash. What's going to happen? Is it the connection? Not going to be. Izu now creating some space, and Euron eats the snake bite, but it doesn't matter. There's no phase in whatsoever, and it turns into the 1 versus 1. Depp a little bit too late to the party, but as you can see, Spike is out in the open, and it's going to be a catch here from Rossi. Can he actually spot out where Depp was? Absolutely not, and that's...
Yeah, Sugar Zero knows Depp could be up for a big one.
This is actually a good play, though, considering how close they are to each other. Saya player not hitting anything with the showstopper. Depp does. Saya player comes in. It's a bit chaotic right now. High Tide does separate them, a lot of them actually, as the rest of the ZETA players going back, retreating onto Elbow just for the moment as they do regroup with Laz. Dust settles 2 versus 3. X-Grid getting hit by the Thrash. That's going to be a bad one as the Spike is also down. Izu down by himself, 1 versus 3. Gets the first. 2 at the back. Oh my god! Izu is the headshot, but Heron holds on Drew. How does he do it? He actually gets through. No, he drops all of his utility. That's going to be Depp with the kill. Still, though, that's going to be T1 pushing up onto the B side. Laz at the back of things. Reckoning, making it very difficult for his life to just stay alive at the back of things. But now, question is, Saya player is going to push through that High Tide, maybe chase them on the spawn. Not going to happen this time. Depp actually went for the TP, so they know that he's going to be somewhere on Hookah for the moment. Bit of a quiet time here for both teams, as it seems like ZETA are regrouping just for the bit.
Yeah, just looking to set up from every angle and let their utility do the talking. But not much left to speak of. A guiding light, paint shells, good opener for X-Curate.
Yeah, that's going to be X-Curate finding a couple of kills, but this is just perfect, systematic even. 1 versus 2, side player coming around, but they're just too high, cannot trace them. Actually, kind of good for T1 since they do have those stingers for the close range right about now. If they don't get stopped on the plant, that Viper Spit will give them a lot more lethality, I would say, with the weapons that they've kind of purchased. But look at this retake util from ZETA, just kind of flushing them out, especially with the help of that orbital strike. Hold on. Thrash actually gets a couple. Rossi now triggering the Seekers. Sugar Zero in the middle of things, and how does he survive? Not for long, as Izu comes in for the swing. Now this waterfall coming out from ZETA Division is turning into just a bloodbath. I mean, his skin's looking glowing right now.
Yeah. Forsaken is... I'm jealous. What can I say?
Yeah, both of them actually. Anyways, moving forward, T1. All right. They're about to explode onto this one, but Sugar Zero, well timed on the volley actually here. Cooks Carpe to a crisp. So even though there is going to be that reckoning, it's a teeny tiny hole where these mollies just get that full control, right? They can't really push through this, and it's 20 seconds. This is going to be brute force from T1. They're going to have to come through with this one, but the flashes is perfect, and that is just going to be ZETA.
Half the site. Looks like maybe a close plant here.
Oh, I do hear that the showstopper has been used by Saya player, so... Oh, he's bringing out the payload, and that's going to be Euron down. Is Saya going to be able to escape this? So he doesn't need to escape. He's the one. That is the Grim Reaper. Depp! Oh, he just went in for the jump spot just so that he can maybe move around. And he is just doing so much damage inside of Laz right now. Almost even whipping out the showstopper. Not going to happen this time as Laz remains on the flank. Spike planted already, and he's already been spotted too. Now he's going to be using a bit of his utility just to kind of check out corners. Cove delays, high tide delays, everything is just made to make Blaz's life a living hell. Yeah, there it is. Trying to time it, but he's called in the help of both Carpe as well as Saya Player, so they're throwing it out for this hard contact right now. That nade is going to catch Saya Player. That's unfortunate. High tide will be used now to keep the delay, but not enough as the rest of ZETA just barrages into the site. Spike gonna get planted and Excurate not willing, not courageous enough to go for this push. Rossi tries to convert, zigzags, but Depp is gonna be true with the shots, and that's gonna be 2 versus 2 as the round continues. Izu spotted? No, Depp actually throws out on Lamps his paint shells, so he does not aware, but Euron doubles up for that pinch, and it's all down to Excurate. And this is going to be difficult because he has no idea where the first one will be. And that's going to be Depp picking up the 4K clean from ZETA.
The Dizzy coming in as well, going to bounce right back and be collected as Rossi is a good angle.
Oh, okay.
One.
Actually drops down. Sure, he's going to take damage, but still survives. So they're going to be, again, quite aware not to push through the site, especially when the threat of a guiding light's going to come through, if ever.
Smart by Euron here to sell, to keep feet planted. But they're actually just changing towards Octagon, so I think maybe it would have been better to hide your presence. But
oh my gosh, he is risking that third peak. Throws out the snakebite for a bit of that delay. He will just back away as upping that wall is going to be where he really wants to play with this one. This is where it gets really tricky.
Yeah, and big rotations.
Oh, that's a spike as well. Drop down. Saya Player reading it beautifully. That's going to be the pickup that has to happen here from ZETA Division, and they're scrambling on this one, paper thin, as they, again, had to still pick up the spike on Hookah.
Yeah, readable. Here comes the showstopper.
Oh, Depp. Does that
actually hit? That actually did damage.
Yeah. Rossi's down to 18 out of that one. Gotta put that into playbook. That's gonna be quite difficult for Rossi here. Yeah, he's not gonna get that heal anymore. Bit of a contact that we're seeing right now on elbow as both teams really not wanting to let this up. There's the flash coming in right now from T1. The push out, and it's getting a little bit bloody here as there is that separation that we're seeing. T1 now onto the site, uses the cope for that bit of cover. Huron baiting in the shots, and he is perfectly baiting in Excurate. Drops down as we see ZETA Division. I mean, this is, you know, we do know that they're going to be saving, so might as well just go for this play. All right, there it is. Bringing in the Boombayas. That's going to be Saya Player with the first pick. But, I mean, this is just a shooting gallery that, again, ZETA has got the better firepower, and they're chasing for the kills here. Guiding Link has been activated as well, and this is going to be at least them getting that free space for now. Picking up the spike as well. It's going to be the rotation. TP's all out to showers. So Excurate going to be by himself here. Oh, actually hits the headshot. Has the Reckoning to delay. He's going to push it out. And this is making it 100 times more difficult for ZETA. They're going to get slowed down. And this is just a test of how well they can really stick up to these kind of sticky situations. Saya Player around the corner. Carpe freeing up a bit of space as he tries to push it onto Lamb. Saya Player so aggressive. And the two players of ZETA Division, they're a bit far from where the spike is. Here on one more kill, he's going to have himself that ultimate, but the sandwich left and right, front and back. And now that's going to allow them to go for the long rotate, but there is no chance that T1 allows this. Still, of course, T1's got to be careful because Depp going to be able to get a little bit of damage in. Huron now comes around the corner. Saya Player pockets himself in, and that's going to be the spike down.
Spike down.
Both of the remaining players of ZETA Division, they try to creep up from that map control. Unfortunately, again, T1 not allowing that rotation to come in.
Right here. Right here.
This is so tough now. That spike down, I mean, it's going to have to be just tremendous gunplay. Good smoke could help too, of course. Maybe rather save that all.
Oh.
Sugar Zero getting it started.
And he's going to finish this. Wow!
Oh my God.
You saw Excurate second guess himself. He actually looked the other way. And this falls back. You talked about the gunplay. ZETA has it in spades for days. And now it's all down to Carpe. Former shot caller here for T1. Got to bring in the big plays as he spots Sugar Zero going in for the cross. Throws out the mosh pit. Knows that he can isolate one of the fights against Laz. Now Dizzy be thrown out. There's the smokes. There's the flash, there's the Dizzy, and there's the perfect timing on the showstopper, so he can't really throw his snakebite out in the open on the entryway there of Hookah to really stop them from coming right in. That's going to be the plant on the spike, and of course the force onto the post plant. Euron now using the secondary of his Thrash. And they're pushing this. What the? Push coming in from Huron and Sugar Zero all the way onto elbow. I love it. T1 was so focused onto the site that they forgot that the bend, the elbow was just still a possibility here. Rossi, no abilities left. I'm sure he's got a regrowth, but he can't use that on himself, can he? 2 versus 1. There it is. Coming back into the swing. 2. Oh! Okay, one more.
Nice try, mate.
This is going to be perfect. No! Rossi, Huron! He swung him! He saw him too, and Rossi's just like, come at me, bro.
It is kind of interesting. It sometimes works. Here we
There
go.
it is.
Showstopper. He's got him in the corner.
That's going to be Rossi down too. Hold on, Excurrent here. Cove actually gives a little bit of separation, but that's going to be a package that you do not want to open. 2 players of ZETA coming into this one, as Carpe also gets picked off. Thought that maybe he could sneak by at the back of the site, but not going to happen this time.
Positions, you know, that Reckoning might not have too much impact. We'll see.
Ooh, there's a gap on top of this one. Nice little use on the Dizzy there too. Wingman's going to start playing that spike in. We'll see if this Snake can actually stop it. Nope. That's going to be the retake right here for T1. Side players making a lot of noise on Heaven as the rest, Excurent and Carpe, now working their way onto Lamps here. That being said, though, High Tide and Reckoning have been used to separate the side as much as possible. That is a beautiful flash from Huron, as Saya player cannot really do too much. Izu gets with the big plays, and that's going to be Rossi now alone by himself. 3 versus 1. Play the retake if they can, but it's not going to happen. Whoa, okay. Rossi's done it before. Can he do it again? 30 HP this time. But now they've got that left and right? Laps and showers, and that's going to be a great finish here for that first map.
Down one to B. Laz is shifting in. This could be tough. Let's see if they're going to shift over to C through the door. Yep, they just scooch by. They're going to use a haunt to try to sell a bit of a fake. And it is a full-on C push now for T1.
Yeah, that was like, what, 2 scans as well from the haunt that we saw from Carpe, so that's going to give them a lot of information that this is going to be that C play. That being said, though, oh my gosh, Laz just gets blast packed by Saya player, holds the angle, and they're still actually willing to fight this. Topsy's going to be there as Huron by himself. Throws at the snake bite to actually reposition himself, and he actually picks up the smoke. Not much juice left in the tank, as you can see on his meter, but he can at least keep that isolation if he can. Cannot get the first pick onto Rossi, so everyone else is here, though. Saya player not waiting for an answer as he just charges right up. This could get a little bit bloody as Sugar Zero's around the corner right now. That's going to be the 2K for them. Carpe swings out as well. You do see that there is going to be Huron assisting the rest of the team, but this is a full commit that we're seeing from T1. Sugar Zero, hero moments, Excurent. Still got on the operator, has to plant down the spike. Does have a rendezvous, 2 versus 1. He's baiting for someone to maybe push him while he tries to plant that down. Not going to happen this time, but this is where it gets tricky. Now he's actively looking for a fight right here. They lined up, but not going to work out. The dash from depth, too good.
Yeah, this is honestly a pretty good round for T1.
And still kind of obscures the vision here for Laz.
Yeah, Altorb going to be picked up. That brings in the Nightfall for Carpe. Going to let it loose. It's going to catch Sugar Zero, I think, just on the tail end of it. Laz has to TP out as well.
Yeah, this is just going to be perfect here for T1. Flush out everything. No kills, though, so this is going to be a 5 versus 5 on that retake. Saya player committing the net. Okay. That was interesting.
I was watching it.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great bait and switch. Actually picks up the 2K. Deb is so fast. The Roadrunner, if he can actually just bombard Excurent at this point, he's alone. He can't really play that aggressive because his TP's right outside of tree here. They're trying to wallbang him, but he's just straight up diffusing things. Can they even stop him from going all the way? They do not. What a defuse from ZETA Division on this retake.
All these alts. You don't have to use the Tour de Force, but you have the Thrash, you have the Overdrive. Here we go.
There it is. I show you my power. Ka-chow! We'll see how it goes as Step is rushing in on the back of the side. This is ours now. Hold on, though. May actually fall pretty badly for them. Sugar Zero, a bit too much on that one, and that's going to leave immediately Laz by himself.
Yeah. Now you've got the Nightfall from Carpe to worry about, as well as the Pit from Rossi. So you want to try to prevent them from planning as best you can, but there's that Nightfall. Huron's going to get caught. Oh, he just takes the nade to the face.
Yeah, you saw that he wanted to kind of capitalize on that snake bite. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen in Huron. What is up with him trying to play around these utils? It blows up in the face of the two young ones, the rookies of ZETA Division. And that's going to be, well, the site taken. There's still Laz with the operator here, so he can do some damage. Izu is caught in the slow! And that's what they wanted to happen right then and there. The push out, Rossi holding with the shorty at close range. Sugar Zero making the impact. The sound exactly looks good, but Laz unfortunately falls to Excrete as he picks up the 3K. No matter who's going to be here, as long as it's not going to be that threat from Laz there, should be fine. Rossi now throwing out the Viper's Pit as well. So this is going to be a retake through the Viper Ultimate. We'll see how that goes. The rest of T1 is scrambling a little bit. Excrete with still same position that we saw from him. Saya player going to get caught right now as he falls right back. That's good retake utility right now for ZETA, but they only get that heaven control as they fall down into the site. The jaws of T1 come in for the chop, and that is going to be a quick little bite, and ZETA is down. Sam take damage from that showstopper as he was a bit farther away. But this is going to be a retake right now, the 5 versus 5. Depp coming in. Oh, what a paranoia! The swinging from Carpe, they were so prepared for this one. And right now, that is going to be big punishes coming through. Out as Laz comes in for the swing, leaving Rossi by himself. He's got the rifle in hand, but Sugar Zero was there to just intercept. What a retake here from ZETA Division.
Yeah. Trigger.
Drop the smoke. Let's see who's the real contact. Oh, Depp just sees them. All right, that's it. That's it. No more contact here. Let's just go on 3. It's a lot more easier for us. Let's just go for this. Yeah, that's going to be that. ZETA go for this post plan quite quickly. Look at how far forward, though, 4 players of ZETA are holding into this one. That's going to be the smoke, drop down. What a beautiful flash coming in, but they could not capitalize in time. Euron, though, hits beautiful 2 shots. Depp not falling behind. A Saya player a bit too far from the situation. Tries to sneak one in, and he is cut. 1, 3 more. It's going to be difficult. Uses that nade to isolate, but Depp coming around the corner, and that's going to be a round win here for ZETA. By both teams on rubble here.
And I think
ZETA,
with that Marshall,
realizes.
Yeah, with that Marshall there, they're going to try to maybe pressure Laz, try to shut him down. I like this from T1. Yep,
Yeah.
This is so smart. They know they have a gun advantage.
Spike planted.
Pushing back as far as they can, delay as well. Euron has 2 snake bites. If he wants to, he can just throw it right now at the entryway towards Mound, so he's going to be able to cut as much timing as possible here as T1's just scrambling right in. You do see that Excrete wants to sandwich all the way through Waterfall, but he's kind of unaware of how far we see like players like Sugar Zero really are here on that C site. A couple of relay bolts being thrown right now by Depp to slow things up. Paranoia comes in. Great delay tactics here all throughout here for ZETA Division. And Euron, he's holding this perfectly, and T1 are falling apart.
Call out sick next time.
That is nasty. Yeah, so find any benefit on it. Is Laz going to push this angle is the real question.
It's like making a step every 5 seconds.
He's waiting for the contact from the rest of his team on the beat.
Yeah. Oh, Excrete is looking the other way as well. He's not feeling comfortable anymore. That slow coming in, and almost a refrag to come out from the player, as you can see. He's looking a lot chaotic. Dust settles, 4 versus 2. Great flick, though, from Laz. That's good damage. Now, Sugar Zero, he has had his moments in the past. There it goes. Quick little plant and traces the bullets back into the smoke, and that's going to be Excrete with 3.
Good patience here from T1 and on for T1.
There it is, a couple of one-way smokes being put. Easy TPs right in. Gets that first quick contact. Euron holds heaven. Quick little flank coming in, and Saya player gets hit. Cannot get his weapon out in time, and unfortunately, Carpe's not going to get that damage as well. And all right, that's operator out of the hands of Laz, and maybe even out of the hands of Dapp, but round still goes into the hands of ZETA.
Yep, and the ops recovered at least one of them because Excura top was up there. And Euron able to get a big mosh kill.
Power of friendship.
Yeah, power of friendship, absolutely. Gonna work to at least maybe get the plant down.
Oh, right in front of his face, too. That's going to be the 1-for-1 trade here once more. Another one if he can. Does know that Excrete has the tour de force in hand. What a peek from Excrete, but Laz was right there for the refrag. Actually uses the quick bounce back. Izu now onto the site, starting to defuse it. They're going to try to pop a couple of shots as Rossi's holding the angle. But he's actually allowing him to just go in for the full defuse, and that went over the heads of ZETA Division. What just happened? Haya player is getting really close to this one. Ooh, I don't know what's going to happen to this. I mean, Izu's giving as much support as he can, too, as you can see. Oh, they know exactly what's happening here. First little contact. Yep. Whoa, Izu traces through the smoke, gets a couple of picks. Sugar Zero does retaliate in time, but he's down to 11, 3 versus 3. Rest of T1, as you can see, rotating in right now. Excurate has his TP back just in case, so he wants to take as much of a forward angle as possible. Not going to get hit by the snake bite, so no damage done at all. Euron pushes through on Waterfall, has to go for that proactive play, backs away as well, knowing that Laz is going to be alone by himself. There is that big flank coming in from Rossi too, and now the retake happens and the hold for ZETA has to come true.
It's going to be so difficult. This flank angle, it's timed well.
They're on the site already. Oh, this is close. Great positioning from Euron. Rossi's taking too long for this. I think he kind of realizes that maybe they're on the mound or something. That's the first pick from Excurate. Now they know where Laz is. Time is ticking down. They need to move right in. Rossi running right back in. Laz picks up the rifle in hand. 1v1 onto Rossi. Is there going to be enough time? And I think he just barely had it.
Easy. He's got it. No problem at all. No problem at all.
Yeah.
Only 0.36 left.
I was still looking at the monitor because I needed to make sure.
No, can you do it? You know, a retooled T1 comp going up against this Phoenix comp that ZETA has been running. Only catching a glimpse of Euron with that 0 point. Now, all of ZETA just kind of backing off. They don't really feel comfortable. Try to take contact here. Laz gets up on the box. Oh, it's so dangerous.
Yeah, has to back away quite quickly here. 4 players of T1 are already here, ready to address on Boba. You can see that Izu's already preparing his paranoia. Throws it out. All of them are blinded. They're coming right in, and the flash actually hits Dep's teammates. This is not looking too good for the first round here for ZETA, as all crumbs crumbling down. Izu picks up the 3K. Gets a little bit difficult. Thankfully for ZETA, though. Plenty of utility to utilize. You can't see that Izu is going for the wraparound here as he plays onto Market. Door has been closed, but he can open this, and he has a paranoia of his own. Rossi tries to run away. They're still not really on the trap itself. Great flash. It actually stops Dep. Hits the Thrash right straight up his face. Euron comes in for the hero plays. Tries to find him inside the smoke. And now Izu inside it. Trying to look for Sugar Zero, but only had a pistol to really contest. In with a null command, so he's going to be the spear tip here as he comes right into the B site. Charging, clearing, getting all this bit of information. Now they don't really have to play that too aggressive, as they don't want to give a kill possibly to Dep that will have his run back just in case. I say that, and they're setting up for some kind of flashes here. Goes in for the contact onto the corner, and Rossi still gets the kill. Oh, there it is. Dep pushes them back with the run it back. Has the curveball, but they can stop him dead in the track. That's a double up for you. Laz down. Saya player in a 1 versus 1, and he's going to win that duel against Dep. For that response, gets thrown out a little bit by the mosh pit. They're really committing a lot of this utility here. Sugar Zero's a little bit trapped, get sprayed down through the smoke. All the reads right now from T1 just perfectly gets a pick off and then some. Now Laz trying to back away. Izu's got the high ground. Might not be prepared for this as Laz is playing on that off angle, but that smoke is just perfect. Saya brings in the payload, the delivery of the ultimate. That's going to be down. Euron as well. Gets that quick little refrag, all down to Dep, but he's low as well as outnumbered. And I don't know if it actually caught a whiff of Dep and the rest of them at the back of the site. Side player is just going to throw out the nade here just to delay while they plant the spike, and it's going to be a retake once more for ZETA.
Curveball. See if they can get anything off this.
Ooh, Izu repositioning right behind Rossi as well. Laz hits the first shot onto Izu. Do they know, though, that Rossi's pocketed himself onto the corner right now? No. Actually gets a couple of kills. Now it's all going to be down to Carpe. Seeing, trying to figure out where Laz will be. Gets a little bit too antsy and actually falls.
Well, this is good news for ZETA. There's few that do it better.
Yeah. On every map, just put him on the chamber, right? Anyways, there it is again. Carpe's prepared. Laz this time fully blinded, cannot hit a shot with the operator. Does get that high ground. Thrash. Carpe has been having this ultimate multiple times right now. Huron trying to assist Laz here, but he's going to get pinned down to the wall. And this only leaves Dep by himself. That door is going to close up on him. Yeah. Maybe not, right?
It'd be ambitious.
He has to run it back if he wants to play it.
I mean, he could play the... I could see it where he plays to run it back to like try to get a couple guns out of T1's hands. Like, look at their economy. Like, why not?
Yeah.
But he cannot win this round.
Making it expensive though. All right, just gonna be good for the one.
Not even gonna have to TP out. Still able to hold this angle. No contact just yet. Nice shot, Laz.
Yeah, you really just cannot let Laz be in that position. Here it is once again though. Flash from Rossi does not get any contact whatsoever. Blinding light, or excuse me, curveball. Stops Saya player dead in the tracks. That's going to be all down to him. This is a huge just defensive posture here right now for ZETA Division.
Left.
And it's perfect. They lose only Laz in the process. And Saya, 20 seconds, not going to be aware of Euron possibly. And there it is. ZETA Division one more. Should be still aware that deja vu could happen, but Saya players bringing in the joy, the payload if you can. No kills whatsoever, but it will push them back as far back as they possibly could. Hunter's Fury
oh my god!
Oh my goodness, actually picks up 2. And now it's a scramble for T1. Kills coming in from both sides. Sugar Zero gets another. The trap down, and it's only Saya player by himself. The pinch comes in from all angles, and T1 panics. ZETA Division pick it up.
On Hirodon in particular, with those shock darts to clear X-Curit's utility as this half wears on.
Ooh, 4-man push here on A main. Euron might not be prepared for it. Spots out Saya player. Actually spots out Death there. Now it's just gone to stun. Gonna go for the flash, okay. Laz fully blinded. No way Laz wins this. And Carpe took a little bit longer, but he's gonna be able to finish it out. So pushing into the site, clearing everything, and allowing his teammate to plant it right back in. Euron's going to be joining the rest of the team. Volley actually pushes them back, but Euron's so prepared for it. This is a risk, pushing through that decay, and as everything is just said and done, it's all Izu by himself. Little by little.
Guardian, too.
Yeah, slowly creeping in. Where's this spike planted? Oh, okay, I was about to say, maybe he can get into the site and then start defusing, but that headshot from Depp makes it exorbitantly more difficult. All right, he's doing some things. He's doing a lot of things. He's doing everything! Izu! T1 could not be here without you!
To clear that door, probably gonna pause Carpe and Saya at the top mid. Oh, what a shot.
Yeah. You can see that ZETA is really panicking right now to get any form of map control. Maybe a pinch play coming in from Laz, but he's down. A slow and burn on the timer as they plan to spike in. X-Curit holding the angle right now on Boba as the rest of his teammates about to explode on Market. He's alone by himself, but he's kind of playing this off angle that they might not be expecting, and he explodes for the 2K. That's going to be perfect. Euron now getting exposed from the neural theft. Sugar Zero way out of bounds, and they can start defusing the spike right here and now. Euron, first to go for the contact, will fall to Izu, and T1 puts us into double digit. Viper Pit placed right now for ZETA, and they four-stacked this Viper ultimate just so that Carpe, confident on the fight against Laz, did have the help of Rossi just in case, and they have the Thrash to clear things up again. Scanning everything, checking all the angles, making sure they still have a little bit of time, but they can't really, bait this as long as possible. Great shot from Hirodon, and again, they're holding on. Saya player's gotta have to get things started. Time's ticking. Boombot around the corner here. Izu gets the first pick. That recon dart pushes them all back. Sugar Zero as well, and they find Euron. Just throws out the snake bite, but there's no time right now to defuse for T1, and this is perfect.
I think he might have had enough time to back out at least and try to play his life a little bit longer, but decided to just crouch it down and sit out in the open and hope he could get one before he was done.
All right, now they're playing a lot more crossfire heavy. Sugar Zero around the corner here. Paranoia used. They do bait it out. Fragment also played out, but again, Sugar Zero's playing this carefully with the rest of the team. Now they're going to be pushing up onto Boba. The combination with that recon dart could be good, and it could allow Depp a couple of kills, but in the process, they actually take too much. Never mind. Depp and Hirodon got this. It's all down onto Saya player, onto the site. Opponents are low.
Impressive.
You can't see this is going to start to defuse that spike. Hirodon coming around the corner will not allow that half on the defuse. ZETA Division, they lose one.
From Rossi and Carpe can reach for forever. You've got the nades from Saya. And that's just Laz catching a player lurking through mid.
Well, that hurts. Well, you're absolutely right, right? A lot of contact-heavy plays here. Execute risking his life for a proper twofer if he could. Only good for the one.
Spike planted.
And this is just, again, ZETA marching their way into the site. Yeah, I mean, they do have a smoke from Izu, so maybe they can get closer. Fair enough. Oh, okay, no, you never know, you never know. Izu's still here. That curveball once again slapped away from the hands of Depp. Now Laz coming in, does not have the angle on the spike itself, does get hit by the blade, so he's going to be deactivated for a couple of seconds. Fragment gets thrown right in his face, and now it's going to be a scan on through the smoke. Half on the defuse. Rossi coming right now for the contact, but there's just too much to handle. And wait!
Good time. Waiting with Laz. They've got to expect that somebody's pushed up here based on those smokes.
Yeah. Cypher's alone too, so he could get caught out here. But
Dab?
No, okay, he picks up the 2K on the heavy hitters too as well on ZETA division, and he's going to be able to escape. Shock Dart being thrown out right now from here on. That's a little bit too late. Euron coming around the corner here. If he pushes up, Tripwire's going to spot him. Now they're going to be aware. I mean, Izu's still there just in case.
I must wait.
Oh, no!
The trap set, the trap sprung. It actually works out. He's going to be able to find one. Trades the weapon. Second tag of the neural theft, but he's already too low, and Izu finds it. One more round.
For ZETA.
Oh, it's close. Drone coming right in. There's the Dizzy for the first contact. Paranoia as well. It's not blind a lot, but they do get Huron in the process. There it is. The delivery on the payload. Laz is down. Depp holding on. Is good for the 3K. Runs it back. He's on the ultimate, so if they actually take him down, he's going to be able to come back into the site itself. Now, that does allow Sugar Zero, as you can see, to plant the spike on A. And T1, lost in the sauce here, has to just recompose themselves and get that map control back. As well as, you know, just run back into the A side and start defusing that spike if they can.
Well, they're going to have some individual battles that they have to win.
Oh, Euron. He's got the perfect pinch play if he could. Rossi's now working by himself here. Zaya's just too far. Yeah, he's way too far. Probably just going to have to save the weapon for the moment. What happens? Get those diamond, not rank, but like, you know, those stellar plays. Diamond in the rough plays here. It's because of how brutal the conditions really have been. Any case, here we go again. ZETA division now coming into that A site.
Camera?
Yeah. They're not going to break it, though.
They don't see it.
Ah. That gives a lot of information right now, but Depp has his curveball prepared. Rossi intercepts. Oh, that actually saves them, but it's straight for trade. 3 versus 3. Crash coming in, actually gets the connection onto Laz. He's got to back away, but Execrate's not going to allow it to happen. Smoke right in front of his face. Huron now around the corner. Huron's going to have to hold the boom. Oh, he gets the win. Huron, the rookie's going to have to go big, but no! Just at the nick of it, and that's going to be T1 taking the series off of ZETA.
Unbelievable tenacity here from T1.